to go through a morning mobility routine today, mainly to warm up the spine, get you ready to set off with your day. Quite often we only work the upper part of our body, or upper part of our spine, and we don't make it all the way down to the back, which is why so many of us suffer from lower back pain, particularly if we're sitting at a desk all day and we are inactive. So we're going to start an easy pose, which is just having your legs crossed in front of you. If that's not comfortable for you, you can bring your legs out directly in front, and you can also bring your block into play if you have one. If not, you can use a cushion. Sitting our hips onto our block, bringing us up a little higher from the ground, but allowing all our weight to meet that block, sink into the block. Knees will be below hips, shoulders stacked over hips, ribs tucked in, we don't want any flaring, shoulders down away from your ears, palms turned up to the sky, close over your eyes. The best thing we can do in the morning is just welcome in a fresh breath. So if you inhale through your nose, exhale letting out a sigh. Inhale through your nose, exhale letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Inhale through your nose, welcoming in what the new day has to offer. Exhale any stress away. Reconnect with your own breath. Feel free to raise your eyebrows up and down a little bit. Loosen your jaw, take some movement, make sure your face is relaxed. We're keeping our shoulders down away from our ears. We're sitting upright in our position. And we're going to start from the neck. Now feel free to keep your eyes closed throughout this whole routine. It allows you to connect a little bit more to yourself rather than the environment around about you. If that doesn't feel safe and comfortable, then of course you can open your eyes. So as we inhale, we're going to drop our left ear towards our left shoulder. Exhale, roll to the centre. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, roll back to the centre. Inhale, left ear. Exhale back to the centre. Inhale to the right ear. Exhale back to the centre. Allow your chin to meet your chest, for your head to hang forward and feel that stretch through the back of your neck. Staying connected to your breath the whole time so that you don't get distracted by the kettle or the toaster or car alarms or anything like that. On your next exhale, bring your head back to its original position. Inhale, tilt your head towards the sun, bathing in the sun, not crunching your neck back, just imagine that you're bathing in the sun, letting the light hit your face. Exhale back to centre. We're again going to drop our left ear to our left shoulder, and this time we're going to inhale, bringing the left hand overhead, meeting our right ear, and allow that arm to just bring a little bit of extra pressure onto this bend. You're not wanting to pull your head, it's just simply a little bit of extra pressure. On your next exhale, release, so return into centre. Inhale, bring the right hand to the left ear. Let your right ear meet your right shoulder and make the most of the extra tension your right hand has to offer. Allow that stretch to become a little deeper, but remembering there's a big difference between discomfort and pain. On your next exhale, release back to centre. We're going to just move on to releasing the tension in our shoulders. So as we inhale, we're going to scrunch our shoulders up towards our ears. Exhale, let that sigh. Dropping the shoulders. You want to have the feeling of your shoulders rolling back and down, so your shoulder blades are sliding down your back. Inhale, scrunch up. Exhale, drop shoulders. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now if you bring both of our fingers to the corresponding shoulders, bringing our elbows up in front, we're going to make circles with our elbows, as big or as little as is comfortable for you. Inhaling as you rise up, exhaling as you come back and round. When you have a few breaths in that position, reverse, bring it back round the other way. This time you'll be inhaling as you roll back and exhaling as your elbows come forward. And relax. Now if we bring ourselves off of our block, you can remain on if it's more comfortable. I like to connect more with the mat. You want to make sure that your sit bones are connecting with the mat, so if there's any junk in the trunk that you have to move, feel free to do so. And we're going to move on to some seated twists. So as we inhale, we're going to raise our hands above our head. And exhale, we're going to drop the right hand to the left knee, bringing our left hand round behind us, peeking over our left shoulder. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand back behind us, peeking over the right shoulder. Now we're going to continue to do this. As you exhale, you want to sink your tummy button towards your spine, which may allow for a slightly deeper twist. Also, as you continue to do so, you might find that you're getting to peek over that shoulder just a little bit more, and that's a sign that your body is warming up. Now again, there's a big difference between discomfort and pain, so if it's feeling painful, don't stretch too far. Just take the benefits of this light twist. Inhale and release. Now before we move on to our cat-cow, we're going to do some further side bending, just making sure we're warming up all through the torso, all through the back, all through the spine. So as we inhale, bring our hands towards the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand to the mat, bringing the elbow down if you can. Stretch overhead, gaze follows your top thumb. Inhale back to centre. Exhale to the left, forearm meets the mat. Right hand overhead, gaze follows the thumb. If you're not in the position to get your whole forearm down to the mat, your hand is fine. You can take a bend into the elbow, or you can continue with the forearm if that's there for you. Now while we're doing this, we want our heart to remain shining towards the sun. We're welcoming in the new day, we're not trying to close off, so remain open through the chest. And we'll do one more to each side. Following the gaze of your thumb just ensures that your heart remains open. Back to centre. You can release your arms down by your side, and we're going to come into a cat-cow. So swing your legs back round, coming into a tabletop position. Now you want your wrists to be stacked, or your shoulders to be stacked directly over your wrists. You want to spread your fingers out, not too wide, you're not trying to catch anything, just so you feel stable. And you want to push down through all the pads in your fingers. You want your knees to be stacked directly under your hips, and them to be hip width apart. Pushing down away from the mat so you feel strong. Tops of your feet flat onto the mat, and a flat back. Imagine you have a cup of tea on there and you don't want to spill anything. For a cat-cow, you want to tip your tailbone. Relax through the tummy, raise your chest towards the sky and gaze up. Exhale, Curl the tailbone under, curving up through the spine, arching through the shoulders, pushing the mat away. Gaze to your navel, letting everything fall out the top of your head. Inhale again, tip the spine, relax the tummy, lift the chest, eyes towards the sky. Exhale, rolling through the spine, up into angry cat pose, shoulders curved, pushing away, drop your head. We'll keep going for this. Inhale as you come into our cow, exhale into cat, moving in time with your own breath. Try not to hold the poses at the top or the bottom. This should feel like a wave through your body, a wave through your spine, warming up every section. One more cow, followed by one more cat, pushing away from the mat. Return to a neutral spine. Now we want to bring our big toes together to touch at the back, spread our knees as wide as our mat, push our hips back towards our heels and meet the mat with our foreheads, arms out in front. Child's pose. Connect with your breath in this position. Feel the opening through the hips. Allow your back to relax. As you exhale, bring yourself back up to a seated position. One more thing we're going to do before we call quits on our morning routine is broken toe pose. Our feet, I think, can be the most neglected part of our body, so we're just going to wake up the soles of our feet, given that that is what we expect to carry us around all day. So, if you come back into your tabletop position, but with your feet together, you want to tuck your toes onto the mat. You can tuck your little baby toe in if it doesn't go under naturally, mine doesn't. And you want to push yourself back up to sit atop your heels, allowing the stretch to happen through the soles of your feet and into the toes. Now this might burn a little, that's okay, it's supposed to. While we're here, we'll do some breathing just to get us ready for today. So we'll just do some 3 rounds of box breathing. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. I'll talk you through it before we get ready for the rest of our day. So making sure our shoulders are down away from our ears, sitting on those toes as best you can for as long as you can. If you have to bail out, don't worry about it. We're going to inhale, 3, 2, 1, hold, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 3, 2, 1, hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. And reconnect with your own breath. Bring your body forward onto your palms. Tap out through the tops of your feet so the blood returns. Take yourself back to a seated position, and we'll do 3 deep inhales just to take us into the rest of our day. Inhale, rise up. Hands through heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, rise up. Bring your palms together. Bring your hands to your forehead for happy thoughts, your mouth for kind words, your heart for pure heart. Namaste.